Okay, so good news is I was able to fill up the water bucket. Bad news is I flooded the house. So, hey guys, welcome back to sPlace. I'm Lay. Thank you so much for being here. And if you've read the title, then you know that today we're just doing plant chores. And that might not be super exciting, but it is the hardest thing for me to record. So, whether you actually care about plant chores or you just want to see me struggle through a recording, this might be a video to watch. Before we get started, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Come on in, get comfortable, stay a while. I think you're going to like it here. And if you've been here before, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up again. Whether my content ends up being your thing or not, I'd love to hear what you think down below. Feel free to leave me a comment, a like, think about subscribing, or even sharing this video with someone that it might resonate with. It goes really far for my channel and it actually keeps me pretty motivated to keep going. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's jump into the video. So I do have a bunch of plants to put back. Plants that are out from a video that I recorded earlier. Plants that are bottom watering. I think I've talked about bottom watering, but I don't know if people are actually seeing how I do it. I need to make new plant water, and there's something else that I needed to do. I probably need to do some watering, clean up a little bit, stuff like that. So I should probably find my iPad because it'll have my Planta app on it because I am recording on my phone. So yeah. Let's do plant chores on camera. Let's let 10 people who will watch this see me struggle. Let's watch 10 people notice my undiagnosed ADHD. Here we go. All right, y'all. So I'm going to do my best, okay? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. Okay. All right. This is a good place to start. I just kind of want to show you guys and hoping that it's picking up everything I'm trying to show you. So this is like my bottom watering situation. So basically, hold on, let me get my gimbal. Hold on, because this is what we're not about to do. I'm not about to play. Hold on. All right, guys. So I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna do the best we can. So this is actually my so this is where I do my, what's it called? This is where I do like my bottom watering. So I have this tray and then I just kind of sit the plants in there if it's time to get watered. The last time that I watered, I didn't have that much water in the tray, but I just put them in there. So what I'm gonna do now is get my bucket. So this is, what is this, a 5-gallon? Is it a 5-gallon? I'm pretty sure it's a 5-gallon. And so I have this little wand that I use. I do have like a watering can that I'll use from time to time, but most of the time I'm using this wand. So I'm gonna put some fertilizer in it and then fill up the bucket so that I can actually get these plants watered because they're sitting in this bucket like something's happening, and let's be honest, nothing's really happening. Okay, so good news is I was able to fill up the water bucket. Bad news is I flooded the house. So do we just wrap up the video there? I found a piece of pizza in the fridge. It's a tough day. All right. So what happened was, I remember I mentioned the ADHD piece. Excuse me. So I went to fill up the water, and then I was like, oh, I have time. Why don't I heat up some food? And then I was like, oh, I still have time. Why don't I go put the things away in the bathroom that I forgot to put away? Because I have this thing where um, I'm actually hyper aware of time. So I constantly think about how much time I have to do things. And then I try to fill it with as many things as I possibly can. And I'm never really able to prioritize just like one thing. And so yeah, I was doing the bathroom and I remembered the food because I could hear the microwave beeping, but not the water flooding on the floor. So good news, yes, water's filled, floor's mopped, lots more laundry that we'll have to pay to wash. So that sucks, but everything is okay as far as I can see. So we're gonna move on because I really need to do this plant stuff. And I told you guys this was gonna be chaotic. So yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna bottom water these guys. I'm just gonna go through and top water them really quick so that we could be done. Because I know they got some water, but some of these guys definitely didn't get enough. So just gonna wet them down. And I love having this one. I've had not necessarily this setup before, but I've used sprayers and stuff in the past, like automatic ones. But this one's really nice. I really like it, and I just recharge it when I need to. I like that it fits in my bucket, and then I can still use the bucket for like other things, like filling up a what's it called? Filling up my watering can. I believe this is a y'all. Let's not even do that. It's alocasia. I put the name somewhere. But anyway, yeah, I really like having the wand. Okay, I do at least know this is a black cardinal. I think I asked one for a clipping once. I don't know, I was going through a phase where I really wanted one, and now I feel like I don't pay it any attention. A little begonia. I don't know how to say it, but I think it's Rosa, something like that. This is my third time trying to grow this plant. It's finally going well. She's an ambient, one of my Anthurium ambient that I am clearly like headstrong about damaging every chance I freaking get. That is one thing about ambient. I feel like I am always like, oh, I'm kicking this out of the cabinet so that it can stop getting damaged. Sorry about that. I had to charge the camera. Okay. So I put Jasmika away. All right. This is my Burl Marks mint. I had a regular Burl Marks, but she just really wasn't doing it for me. How are you? Didn't you just get watered? Or maybe you got watered after you did all this browning. This is my Epi, whatever it's called. Clearly she needs some support. I need to work on that. Okay. All right. My Obavada, like a plant that I don't need, but like my wife bought it for me. One year, either for my birthday or like Mother's Day, something like that. She was trying to do something special for me. She actually bought the plant twice because it was on my, like, I have this wish list, and it was just a little outdated and Crashada Moon Shadow, I think. Anyway, and she was trying to do something kind, and she bought two of the same plant, and it was like winter or something like that. It had to, I think it was for my birthday, but my birthday and our anniversary are on the same time, so honestly I'm not sure. But anyway, she bought it for me, and they did not use winter insulation or anything, but the plant made it. I think it was like all the way from California. Crazy, right? And this is my painted lady. I know. It's not really giving painted lady, is it? Which I can never tell if it like, because I saw someone recently post a painted lady and theirs was like from a greenhouse. It was getting so like, some of the best light it can get, all those things. And I was like, okay, so is mine just not getting enough light? Does it fade? Like, what am I doing wrong here? So I don't know. But I don't know. I've seen people with beautiful painted ladies, so that made me want one, but it's definitely not one of the more important. Normally, what I do is whatever's left in this, I pour it in my really big Congo. Am I gonna be able to show you guys? Frick. No, I'm not. Anyway, I pour it into her because she like gets watered. I don't know, maybe like once a month. So far she's been enjoying a little extras. So, all right, this is my tray, and I'm actually gonna wipe this table off with a random rag that I just picked up off the floor. All right, so cleaned out my little bucket, and so now I'm just gonna fill it up, which I normally just sit my wand in there and let it fill while I figure out like what I need to do. Which one of the things I'm seeing is that in my Hoya cabinet, one of the lights have fell again. Like how? All right, so I just put new tape on the back of these. I cannot for the life of me understand how or why this one would be coming down. And it's not that like those little white double-sided stickies. This is actually like the double-sided tape. Like, I don't know why it would be falling off. But yeah. Honestly, I need to do a Hoya tour because I feel like I have a pretty good collection to be so new to Hoyas. And I think I'm actually pretty good at growing them, but I just don't talk about them that much because I normally clip mine for selling. And they don't really get that long a lot. Which I'm not saying is a great idea, but I'm just being honest. Uh-oh. I'm just being honest. I feel like that's the reason I don't show them a lot because it's just like this one leaf clipping for 3 years because I've cut it like 10 times. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go on a plan to actually maybe you will guys will see some Hoyas. I think I am going to check. This cabinet is called Hoya House. It's a Bagabo. I had to say it real fast so it would sound like I knew what I was talking about. Um, let's see what's going on in Hoya House. Who needs to be watered? Nobody needs to be watered. But we got people need pictures. I don't like to take pictures with my iPad if I don't have to, so we're gonna leave that. Are you in here? Don't fall off again. Okay. All right. Let's do the greenhouse because it's open. Let's do that. I'm gonna get you guys propped up real quick. Let's see what in the greenhouse needs to be watered. Amazonian elephant's ear, polyvariegated. Let's see. I think that's you. What are you doing in here? Doesn't seem like you're doing much. I wonder if this isn't holding enough humidity. I'm very close to putting you in one of the prop boxes. So it's just a corm in here. So even my corms, I put in Planta. Planta is not set up to like specifically acknowledge like or support with like growth of corms. But while I do use Planta to help me keep up with my schedule, again, I mostly am using it just to keep up with just like that I have this plant in this place and the last time it was cared for was this day. It's not actually there for snooze. We're gonna snooze this because it's wet. Like it's empty, but it's wet. It's not actually there for like oh, make sure I take care of my plants. Like, tell me what to do. It's really just there so that I can keep up with my plants. This is a bee vet that I bought from Anthurium Papa. And yes, it is damaged because I kept letting it rub up against stuff because clearly I don't love it. This is an Anthurium RA Carla by RA Vet. And yes, it does need watering. See how dry it is in there. This is actually has a clone that I need to separate. I just, especially since we've moved to an apartment, I am just not as quick to be in soil and dirt and have things all around. Pink Splash went TI. This is a thirsty ass plant. And I think it has a corn baby growing, but I'm too scared to mess with it. Honestly, it has some of that beautiful variegation. And look at the newest leaf coming in. I got her before they started calling them albo variegated. I got it before that, but I know that I could get a pretty penny for her babies, but I just haven't messed with her yet. I think I've probably sold a corm or two from her, but she is so easy. So easy. But she's in this self-watering situation. She's in tree fern and pond and maybe some vermiculite. So I just really just fill up this reservoir and I let her do her thing. So let her set out for a little bit while I finish watering. And then just so you guys see what my app looks like. Anthurium Dock Block Purple F2 by, I think it's Rotedatum by Dot Block Purple F2, a very complex hybrid. I don't even have to guess if this plant needs watering. It always needs watering. I need to repot it. I just haven't. I'm just not sure how invested I am in it. I mean, she's pretty. And she's very pretty. And she keeps her purple in the vein. So, I mean, if I was going to be invested in someone, actually, she's not ready to be watered. Let's see when it says I watered her last. 10 days. That's not right. I'm just gonna snooze it. She's actually not ready to be watered. So let's put her back. I mean, I could, because I know tomorrow she'll be dry as hell, but we're not gonna do that. I need to put you guys in a better place. You're not just looking at my hair half the time. Okay. All right. RLFS by Gatorbot by Swamp Bunny. Honestly, a lot of these might not be ready because I probably just didn't update the app, but I had watered a bunch of plants a few days ago because I was behind and I probably just didn't update the app well. So let's see when it says the last time you were watered. 16 days ago, yeah. You were watered. Let's update this. You were watered like last Tuesday. Honestly, that's probably what happened with the purple. The one I just put back. I need to update that too. So it's, yeah. So I do appreciate my watering schedules being as accurate as possible. So I'm prompted to check on my plants, but obviously I have to use my own common sense and okay, so don't snooze this. Put it back as a plant that needs to be watered today. Let's show, it says I watered it 10 days ago. That would have been, I did recently water her. So I'm going to say maybe last Thursday. Let's say, yeah, because she's a little too wet. Sometimes I do kind of guesstimate so that I can keep my schedule. Yep, that sounds about right. As close to as possible as to what it should be, but It's normally not a big deal. Okay, we did the greenhouse. It wasn't that much to do in the greenhouse. Now let's do Leafy library, which basically are these two shelves over here. So let's knock those out. So this Alocasia Batik. Oh, this Alocasia Batik must be sitting in water because it is still dripping. Killed a gnat. Oh, you were sitting in water. Okay. That doesn't happen that often. Well, I guess if someone was like, "Oh, what are the benefits of uh what is it? Watering in place?" So she's really pretty. What are the benefits of watering in place? I would say your plants get to drink up, you don't have to move anything. And I would say the benefits are, I mean, the risks are if you leave the water sitting there too long, which does not normally happen. Um, so what I'm gonna do is in the app, I'm just gonna skip it so it'll stay on the same rotation. If it hadn't been sitting in water, it would need to be watered. So we'll do that. And then my Florida Beauty, who recently got chopped so I could sell some props, which I just got rid of the last prop yesterday. And she's got a new leaf. Now, hopefully this new leaf has variegation because she was doing pretty well before the chop, but let's give her a nice water. I'm gonna bottom water her. I could, never mind, let's just leave it there. I'm bottom watering her. And then there are a few that need updates, like their picture taken. Okay, let's get to TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. Those are obviously the plants at the top. And then I'm gonna put this Winty back. Okay. All right. It sits behind this cute little compact Anthurium. I think this is a brown derby by Zara, by Michelle, by Yushi. Plenty of time growth with Yushi. Super talented grower and super calm. So I've been liking these little cocoa coir poles, which I don't think I've ever bought one brand new. I normally get them secondhand from whatever plant groups I'm in. But I know you have to be careful with them. But so far, so good on my end. This is my orange princess that I chopped a few months ago. She dries all shit. And while I'm up here, just some plants I know need to be watered. This is my philodendron bicolor, who will need a pole or something soon. Honestly, this one might get a moss pole. That one might get a moss pole. Okay, what about my Morocco? How are you doing, baby girl? She's finally like, you see any of my content about me being in my begonia era? Oh, you still got some water. Okay, I've been watering her more frequently, and I'm starting to notice a difference. I'm starting to notice a difference. So she's looking more full. So I'm excited about that. Okay. I think that might be mostly it. Who else needs to get water? No one? Oh, my Anthurium balaoanum. I don't know how to say it, but I'm going to bring you guys down. You can see these Anthuriums down here. They're not really struggles, but at least they weren't put over here because they were struggles. But the more I look at them, the more I'm like, oh, this is these are my struggle Anthuriums. But that wasn't intentional. It just kind of happened. I don't know what it is about the ones down here, but they tend to be doing a lot worse than the other ones. Or they're just in transition, if that makes sense. They're not necessarily even doing bad. I'll fill up my little thingy. This actually wasn't as bad as I thought because I am almost done. So this is one that I put into a bigger pot when it was in the summer before I knew that I was moving. Let's see how Delta Mike's doing. No, Delta Mike's still damp. Probably give them like a day or two. But this is one of the thirstiest Anthuriums I have in ambient. So I'm gonna put you back and we'll see you in a few days. But so crazy. Well, I guess it also depends. Like, there are some things about my watering, like, that's kind of like because it just depends on how I decided to water the plant when I watered it. Now, if I bottom watered it and didn't give it much, just let the bottom get kind of moist, it probably will be dry in the next few days. But if I top water it or I let it sit in something, then it's going to take a little longer to dry out. So again, do I love Planta for the scheduling? Yes, it's really helpful. But there are some variations in my plant care that I have to account for. And I really like that Planta, at the least, I have a log of what I've done. Even if the schedule isn't correct, I can always look back and see, like, okay, what did you do? Okay, my pastazanum, I thought that she was looking kind of dry. I did. I thought that she was looking a little on the dry side. But I said, okay, I'll wait to see. Yep, and when I pick her up, she's dry. It's so funny because she has been working on this leaf for like 2 months. Well, I guess that's not true. This one flopped. She's in a very chunky mix, and I think I just haven't given her what she needs. And so I started watering her more. But yeah, why is this stick in the front? What is that about? Oh! Walls of Jericho came tumbling down. Oh, that's what's happening. I'm putting it in the back, but it's like falling into the front. I'm gonna sit back with a blunt. Hold on. You put my hand in the cuffs. Can't touch. There we go. And then this little leaf will stop flopping as soon as she gets what she needs. There we go. All right. So, oh, you guys couldn't see that, could you? Let's come down. Let's come down. Yep. So, I have a bunch of plants just bottom watering here. So, that's how I do that. Yeah, this like doing plant chores while recording is. I'm not. Oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah, this whole doing plant chores while recording thing is trash. So just know I'm doing my best, okay? Patricia, you were supposed to been get watered. All right. Because what's going on here, y'all? What's going on? Are you sticky? Feels like these things are still sticky. Whoops. I put it down too quickly, but now it's on here. Nothing I could do. What's crazy is I can't unstick it now, but then it'll be acting like it'll be falling all over the place, acting like it don't got nothing holding it up here. Getting on my damn nerves. Okay. Am I gonna water you? Because you've been losing leaves. I'm just gonna put you guys over here to watch. This is a, I don't know, Mr. Pink by Woo something. I'll put the names. This is an ambient baby. So let's put her over here. She with the cute anthuriums, the ones that almost go crazy. Cute ambient ones. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these hybrids I don't be remembering. Okay, I know that this is a Forgetti Eye by, oh my god, the sticker came off. Something GG. I'll make sure it's on there. Okay, this is a blue Anthurium Menasha by Blue Pappy. She is cute. I was just talking about how she's not one of my favorites, but she's actually super freaking cute. Then I got this. What is this? Forgetti Eye by King of Spades by Ace of Spades. She keeps getting used in videos, and I don't know why, because she was never this popular before. And then my Michelle, that goes over here. That's getting way more light than she needs. All right, guys, that is enough plant chores for one day. I'm gonna go sit my butt down because I have to go get my daughter soon. But thank you guys for joining me for plant chores, just like everybody else, right? I don't know if there's anything that I did that you thought was crazy, or anything that you do the same of, or even if you learned something. So, thanks guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to give this a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Consider subscribing, share with someone. I appreciate it all. Bye, guys.